the story, the headline says it all, as they usually do
Yeah.
on like these New York Post style articles. The title is "A Maryland Man Steals Forklift from Lowe's and Fatally Mows Down Woman at Home Depot, Authorities Say." So I like how they added the authorities say at the end.
We're
like,
not
this
sure
isn't
entirely.
confirmed, but like we think this is what happened. Bryce Caleb Timothy Brown, 20 of
That's my
Waldorf.
dad. I'm
Oh
just
my
kidding.
God. He was track his location.
For any new listeners, I'm from Maryland, so I might know this.
It could be your dad. Does your dad know how to operate a forklift?
And I'm sure he does. Yes.
It could be him. You should check
I
in
need
with
to
him to see
yeah.
if he is in jail right now.
Yeah.
He's probably he's trying to call you.
Yeah, I was like, so that's why I've been getting those weird phone calls that
Yeah.
start with, "This is a call from
Yeah.
Maryland State Prison."
Yeah, you never.
I didn't put it together.
Yeah, you're like, that's weird. My dad has like a weird answering machine,
Yeah.
but it starts at the beginning of the call. I wonder what that is. Like, how do you
Yeah.
set that up?
Boomers. What can you do?
So Bryce Caleb Timothy Brown, 20 of Waldorf, is charged with first-degree murder, accused of killing 73-year-old Glorstein Pinkney. A Maryland man was charged with first-degree murder after allegedly stealing a forklift from a Lowe's home improvement store and then running over a woman with it in the nearby parking lot of a Home Depot. Again, authorities said on Monday. This sounds absolutely gruesome. It is male on female violence.
Mm-hmm.
So like naturally, the first question that you ask in a man on woman violent situation is like, what was she wearing?
So, and he was.
What was she?
I just like, he meant to run her over. Was this a hate crime? Or was this he just drunkenly ran over someone?
We'll find out. But
what was she wearing?
I want to know what was she wearing, because
that
like,
muumuu was probably hiked up
she
way too
She
far.
could have been asking for this guy to run her over with a forklift in a Home Depot parking lot.
Stupid.
It's
you need to make sure you're wearing your ankle length muumuus out if you go to Home Depot.
100%.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, like if you're going out and you're dressed like a thought, some guy could ask you out, could buy you a drink, or could run you over with a construction type vehicle. That is just, as a woman, that's something that you have to prepare for.
You take
and
those
adjust
risks.
your behavior. So, so right now, we'll see what happens. But the officers responded to a report of burglary and theft in progress at Lowe's at about 12:40 a.m. Sunday. The Charles County Sheriff's Office said in a statement on Facebook, the suspect, Bryce Caleb Timothy Brown, 20 of Waldorf, broke into the business, stole a forklift, and rammed it through the rear gates, according to the sheriff's office. Brown then drove the forklift to a Home Depot, which is about half a mile northeast of Lowe's, where he rammed a vehicle in the store's parking lot. Inside of that vehicle, the sheriff's office said, was a sleeping Glorstein Pinkney, 73 of Waldorf, whom Brown did not know. Pinkney woke up, got out of the car, began running away. Brown followed her, struck her with the forklift, ran over her, and then stole the victim's car and fled.
Fucked up.
So normally, I would say this was a case of a crazy guy stealing a forklift, running over an innocent old woman. She was waiting in the parking lot, maybe taking a nap, maybe just chilling in her car. It says she was sleeping, so I assume
she just nodded off.
taking a nap, and she was parked, so nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just get into a parking lot. And
Better to park your car and nod off than nod off while you're driving.
But the time, 12:40 a.m., makes me suspicious of what the woman was there for. Like, was she trying to execute a drug deal? Was this a drug deal gone wrong?
Yeah.
Like the guy was trying to sell her drugs. Something happened with them. Maybe she locked her car, was trying to flee away, and it was reported that she fell asleep And this guy was like, fuck this bitch. I'm going to break in, steal a forklift, and give her what she deserves.
I also want to know, like, did he work at this Lowe's? How did he know how to get in there and get that forklift?
It doesn't say that he worked at the Lowe's,
But
as
he
far as I know.
knew.
But
He went in with such a mission to go in there and just GTA this forklift.
so I assume you need keys for a forklift.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, that is a
So
good point.
I'm like, okay, because at first, before I knew the time, I was like, oh, did he just Grand Theft Auto, like, pull somebody out of this forklift and take it? But it happened in the middle of the night, so Home Depot was closed.
Yeah. 12:40 a.m. I imagine it doesn't say
There's
anywhere
more to
that
this story.
it doesn't say he's a Lowe's or a Home Depot employee, but I assume like maybe you don't need a key, or maybe like the key is left in the forklift, but it wasn't supposed to be left in the
Yeah.
forklift. But he like broke in the rear gates. It says got the forklift, wasn't an employee, and this woman was just sleeping at 12:40 a.m. in the parking lot, which is suspicious. But I was thinking, like, imagine being a 73-year-old woman sleeping in your car in Lowe's, and like there's no bad faith, or it's not like a fishy situation. You just like you pulled up to a Lowe's, you're ready to go inside, maybe you take a little nap, put on some tunes, what does a 73-year-old woman listen to? Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
The
Sounds
Beach
about right.
Boys, just like something in the background to fall asleep. And then you wake up with a forklift ripping your car to shreds.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Depending on what medication she was on. I mean, who knows if she knew this was reality or not.
Yeah. Like it took him, he had to back up 3 or 4 times because she popped a Xanax and she was like super passed out. And so this dude's like banging against the car. And then on the 4th one, she's like, oh Lordy, what is going on? This man's in a forklift.
This sentence here, basically, so she wakes up to him ramming the car.
Yeah.
And then she gets out and runs away, and he mows her down.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Mows her down. So in all fairness,
he followed her and ran. They didn't. I actually threw that word in there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. But they say here in this article, Brown allegedly followed her and ran her over with the forklift. Also, how slow do you have to run?
Yeah,
she's 73, but I'm like, you couldn't bob and weave a little bit.
It's like one of those situations in a movie where someone's sprinting away and you think they're being chased by something that's going super fast, and then you look back, and it's a guy driving a toy car, and they're just like inching and inching towards the victim. But she's 73, so like her sprint is probably a brisk walk. And I think forklift could probably go, I'm saying max 20 miles per hour.
They're
maybe
kind
15.
of speedy.
Yeah.
I think I've seen them in action, and they're speedier than you would think, but I think I could outrun. I think I could live if a forklift was coming after me.
Yeah.
I think I could probably live. Like, let me run where maybe there's like a tree or something that's going to get in the way.
I wonder, because there's security guards at Lowe's, Home Depot, parking lot security guards, just like for this shit. I wonder, like, if the security guard that night just decided to pop an edible, like nothing usually happens on the night shift, and he's just 50 milligrams deep, kind of like wakes up out of his nap, looks at the parking lot, and he sees a guy in a forklift chasing a 73-year-old woman, and he's just like, this isn't actually happening. I'm just gonna pass the fuck out. Like, he thought he was hallucinating the entire thing. And just like, I want to know what was running through the security guard's head when he woke up and just like kind of glanced and was like, nah, that's fine. And just fucking goes back to passing out.
I will say that Waldorf, Maryland specifically is like the redheaded stepchild of Maryland. Like,
really?
Yeah. Waldorf, nothing good has come out of Waldorf except for Benji and Joel Madden from Good Charlotte.